being human, it's a challenge. And every single day, as we go through our day, dealing with ourselves and dealing with the world, we do things, things happen, that give us the opportunity endlessly to either close our minds and our hearts and give power to the tensions and the judgments within ourselves, much of which doesn't even really belong to us, much of which is passed down to us from our parents and their parents and their parents ad infinitum. We have the opportunity to embrace the mistakes, embrace the misunderstandings, close our hearts and minds and become judgmental, and reinforce the polarity that exists between us and other. Or we have the opportunity every day, day after day, to hold open our hearts and minds and reach into ourselves to discover a dimension of sweetness and beauty and ultimately love that each of us has experienced before and searches for in every experience that we engage. Even though that sweetness and beauty and love is only and forever found within ourselves. The only way that we can experience healing on a physical, emotional, spiritual level is to continually release tension and allow our creative energy to flow. Dissolving every crystallization and rigidity and restoring to us the full range of motion that is available to us in our body, our mind, our heart, and our soul. I used to do a lot of healing work. And I never had somebody walk in with a problem and look at it and go, oh, now that's fucked up. I have never done that. Because when I meet someone, the only reason I meet, actually the only reason I meet anyone, is because something within them wants to make a change. And my job is not to look at the person and go, ew, or look at the circumstance, the work, and say, oh no. I don't say that. I look at each person that I meet with an open heart and an open mind, understanding that that human being is a miracle which has emerged out of the singularity that is life on earth. And I am grateful for the opportunity to connect and experience whatever alignment might be available there with that person, and the flow between us that reveals or suggests anyway ever more deeply that unity of life. and that miracle of life. And so, judging people, dumping on people, criticizing people, these are the most ordinary things that any person, people do. This is as ordinary as it gets. Everybody can take a shit, if you'll pardon my crudity. And it takes a special person to be aware of that urge within themselves, and instead of becoming tangled in our tensions and whatever story is associated with that, to breathe and open and feel and connect and align and flow. We experience a change of state that is the dawning of true healing. Our judgments of ourself and others are only an expression of our ignorance. And for us to truly grow, it is essential that we begin to respect and appreciate diversity, see each person in their uniqueness as a miracle, and hold open the space for every living being to unfold their own total wellness from within their self. We should not be an obstruction to anyone. Rather, we should be a support. We practice meditation, first of all, to release tension. Secondly, to find and feel and allow our own creative energy to flow. And in allowing that flow, we experience a change of state, which feels really, really good. It feels good. And feeling that really good, that simple, really good feeling, makes, for each of us, our day interesting and meaningful. And moving through our day makes our contact and alignment and flow with everyone whose life our life touches an uplifting experience. One of my fundamental disciplines in my spiritual life wasn't always true, frankly, but has become keeping my shit in the bathroom. And I suggest to you that while that is not specifically one of the niyamas, it really ought to be. And when I rewrite the yamas and the niyamas from a tantric perspective, I fully intend that it shall be. In our practice, we consider that the human body is the expression of creative energy in the physical world. I mean, there's a really elegant, deep, and totally broadly explained, articulated philosophy behind that, which is maybe the finest philosophical expression that's ever existed on earth, if you ask me and some other people who are a lot smarter. And that creative energy is most strongly contracted in our body in places that we call chakras. The energy body or magnetic field that that from which our physical body and our mental body and our emotional body arise. That magnetic field has junction points that are very powerful. And our sex chakra is a chakra at the base of our genitals, called the sex chakra. Our heart chakra. And the chakra above the palate, behind the eyebrows, are considered to be the most powerful chakras in our body. As we practice, train yourself to take your awareness more and more deeply into the experience of the chakra and the flow. This will awaken in you a profound change of state, which will, if you keep practicing, dissolve every tension in you, provide in your life every imaginable and unimaginable possibility, and present for you and everyone whose life your life touches profound abundance. In the yoga world, you would think that because we are people who say we're trying to cultivate love a lot, we say that a lot, you would think that it actually might happen. But like everywhere in the world, the yoga world too is filled with tensions, judgments, competition. Let's really try not to go there in our lives, but rather to, tension is the expression of unawakened energy. Love is conscious energy, and love doesn't occur accidentally, it occurs consciously. We choose it. Choose to be awakened. Choose to rise above the tensions and the judgments and become the love you say you want to be.